get so much value. But there's the bat, already used on top of the scatter shot because of the dead zone. Biggest threat when you send the RC under the bat is it activating a tornado trap. That's what I was talking about.
You called it. The plan was beautiful. I mean, Gaku still is looking incredible.
Got ourselves a 3-star again from Gaku. Well, this is the first attack in the match, but that means that we saw earlier that Gaku hasn't failed yet. See, as we get into the next attack, as we've got Gaku has been strong, and what he has decided to do is the E-Dragons. All right, I'm paying close attention. How does he use the E-Dragons? Because I am terrible with the E-Dragons. I need to learn.
The E-Dragons, it's always, a lot of people think they're just like spam them in and you have success, but it's not as easy, to be honest. You can, yeah, sure, for 2 stars you can just spam them in, but that's not the result people are looking for. I mean, you want to get those 3 stars, and that's not as easy as people might think. The surprising thing to me right now is, though, that he's going into the tunnel with those E-Drag. Oh, first Black Man hitting. Now another heater. What's surprising to me is that he's going to go with those E-Dragons just straight into the town hall with double RH bow. So that might be a problem to him. Depending on how the screen is now going to go, he's going to charge in here, and then he's going to recall that queen as soon as he's picked up the defending queen and that defending defense as well. Right there, there's the recall, because you do not want to waste too much time, Carvin.
Yeah, you don't want to waste time. That's your biggest enemy here, but E-Dragons can be fast. We've seen them 3-star bases, especially in the lower town halls, so quickly. Like, I think we've almost maybe seen an E-Dragon attack 3-star in like a minute. Like, that's how fast they can move through because of their chain ability. But here we go as the E-Dragons get ready. We have to pop that one ability through the town hall explosion. Otherwise, those E-Dragons will die so quick, as that Flame Flinger is to the left side as he does activate a tornado trap near the town hall.
Yes, and he already had another Black Man hitting those healers, which is really, really important to keep those healers alive if you want to have your crew staying alive. You have the poison against the defending super minions, really nicely timed. And now the Electro Dragons are trying their best to stay alive and get those chains out, but those defensive rages are just doing so much damage to those E-Dragons with those defenses combined.
Yeah. Those rages are so nasty there, but that Flame Flinger is still going, trying to make its way to the scatter. We have King ability. The Royal Champion is still up. Her ability just goes off as she's going to go to the top side. Out comes, look at this. We're seeing a lot of Super Dragons being used in the Siege Machines, or in the Flame Flinger here, as that's going to move through. It can really absorb a lot of shots from the air defense. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he decides to use that. As look at this, it's getting close as he takes down the multi, and that Queen is just hanging on here, but it's a race against the time. There's a race against the clock, 13 seconds. Come on, Gaku, you can do it. Let's go, and there we go. It's a 3-star for Gaku, getting it done. Matches, and here we go. Looks like we are now in with the very first attack as Gaku is kicking it off, and we're seeing those base or the box-style base designs, as it is going to be the Lalo here from Navi, as we got the Raged Up Yeti Blimp going in to remove a scatter shot, taking out the enemy Royal Champion to allow this Queen to continue to push her way towards that town hall.
Yes, Clan Castle, a nice timing. I mean, that's always such an important thing with those blimps, that yes, they take down a lot of value. That is always one important thing. But the next story is always that you can lure off the Clan Castle, and you do not have to face that Clan Castle inside a lot of damage. We have seen that in just our last match, where we had to face the Clan Castle during a single Inferno Towers on that Queen during X-Bows and everything. So you had to invest freezes, you had to invest rage spells and everything. So with this blimp early on, he's doing a great job of taking down the Clan Castle without any damage on his Queen whatsoever. And now he can really charge towards that tunnel compartment. It's going to be in a sweeper, it's going to be in a rage tower, which is a lot of damage. But I mean, if there's someone who can pull this off, it's going to be Gaku for sure.
Absolutely. You just got to keep your eye on that Queen's health. Can't lose that Queen ability. You definitely need it with that Milof standing near the Town Hall as we have a Headhunter. Look at the angle he deploys the Headhunter. So it is in the range to help speed up the King takedown as that's going to run across. Maybe pull a skeleton. No, just that giant bomb as the Queen steps her way into the Town Hall compartment.
Yeah, she steps inside. Nicely funneled with the King now working at the same time on the other side. So a lot of multitasking going on right now. The Royal Champion pushing in. She's supposed to go to the Expo, which she is now. But the Queen is under a lot of damage. The Warden, the Sweeper, the Challenger, everything is shooting at that Queen. He needs to invest that next Rage really soon. That means the last Rage is now invested, with the Lalo pushing in from the top right side, or should I more say, a couple of Loons are pushing in from the top right side with the Royal Champion in the mix as well.
As he's trying to keep this RC alive, but that multi does lock onto her. So she's going down. Does not have the Diggy anymore. I think that unless the Diggy's somewhere in there. I don't see it as he makes the RC invisible to help secure that multi-target Inferno, which was clutch. And now freezes that Monolith as the RC is pushing her way to the backside. The balloons are up. We've got Pups, Minions, the Phoenix as well. Queen stays alive. And we've got ourselves a 3-star again from Gaku. Well, this is the first attack in the match, but that means that we saw earlier that Gaku hasn't failed yet, and he's keeping his streak alive. And Gaku, insane.
Jasmine Gaming had like a diamond-shaped base. Are they keep going with that? And yes, it looks like they're one of the only teams who are running those diamond-shaped bases. So the question now is if the other teams are just like trained enough to attack those bases, because everyone is just so used to attacking those box bases.
Yeah, and that's the big question mark is Navi. Can they turn it around with that first attack, which did fail? Right, Stars fell short, and now Gaku is here with the second attack, and he's coming in with super archers and bat spells. Wait, what? With a blimp going to the Town Hall, we've got an invisibility spell next to it. It's not yet activated, so he's forced to use the freeze, so the sneaky goblins can secure it.
Yes, but the Town Hall going down, and 7 bat spells overall in the army for him with a ton of super archers. I mean, we just have to really take a look at where the splash is, and with looking at the base, we see 3 multi-inferno towers on the side of the Warden Walk. Then we have as well a lot of wizard towers. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. We already took down one of them. There is another one around the top side, and 2 wizard towers around those multi-inferno towers as well, the same as the scatter shots. So as soon as this push, if this push is going to work, this would be crazy regarding how much splash he can take down, and this might be a really good start into the attack. And the Warden is even following, which makes this King ability even better.
Yeah, using that Warden ability for the King and his Barbarians is clutch to get so much value. But there's the bats already used on top of the scatter shot because of the dead zone. So the scatter shot can't hit the bats there. Going over to the Expos, now to the Archer Towers. He breaking this base down to see that there's really no splash to the left side, and sends that Royal Champion under the bats. The biggest threat when you send the RC under the bats is it activating a tornado trap. Uh-oh, that's what I was talking about.
You called it.
Oh no. But it's still looking fantastic though. Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, just the Warden ability. With the Warden, it's always the question, is he going to follow or not? Especially with super archers, who always stay behind so much. But the Warden just perfectly followed with that King ability, and that Warden ability just crushed this entire right side. Getting the King, getting the Barbarians, getting the Titans, all of them inside that Warden ability really made this attack. And the plan was beautiful. I mean, Gaku still is looking incredible for Navi in this tournament.